Don't date a divorced man. And that's coming from a divorced man.
If you are single and over 40, do not date newly divorced men in your age group.
Know that if a guy is coming out of this and he's not fully healed yet, he's not fully separated, give him some room.
Don't date a divorced man. And that's coming from a divorced man, a recently divorced man specifically, by the way. You are going to save yourself a lot of heartbreak, wasted time, and energy pouring into somebody who will never be able to receive it. And honestly, I'm not even going to elaborate as to why, other than the fact that they haven't had time to do the work that is required, regardless if they were the reason the marriage ended or not. Much more to be said, much more nuance to it than that. But for now, you just got to trust me. You can also follow my page because I'll be talking about this stuff much more in depth coming soon. Dating a divorced man is a horrible idea, but following one on Instagram.
So guys, in this video, we are going to be talking about why a lady shouldn't date a newly divorced man or a man that is going through a divorce process. If you are seeing us for the first time and you like this kind of content, kindly hit on the red subscribe button, drop your opinion at the comment section. Without wasting most of your time, please guys, let's dive in.
If you are single and over 40, do not date newly divorced men in your age group. I'm talking men in their 40s and 50s, fresh out of a marriage. They haven't healed yet. They haven't worked on themselves. They're still angry and bitter and tired. The very idea of commitment makes them sick to their stomach. They will waste your time. Do not do it. If he's been divorced once, no big deal. The marriage didn't work out. If he's been divorced twice, well, then he might be the problem. But if he's been divorced 3 times or more, you better leave that fool alone.
It is the man who has been recently divorced or broken up with, or he previously left the relationship and he is still in his own healing process. If this guy understands where he's at and he's able to communicate clearly and cleanly where he's at and exercise boundaries and keep himself at a safe distance, he's not dangerous. But if he doesn't know himself, which a lot of guys in this situation are left picking up the pieces very confused about who they are. There's a lot of different feelings that they have, emotions that are coming up, physical urges to connect. And so these guys, look, I've been there. It's really confusing because your body wants one thing, your mind wants one thing, and then you realize maybe you don't have the capacity for it. And so if you're interacting with a guy who has been recently broken up with, or he's broken up with somebody, proceed with caution, because his heart will most likely be open. Right? He's in a transformational container of a breakup right now. So his heart is getting worked in a bunch of different ways. And that might end up looking like emotional availability, because he'll connect deeply with you. He'll be vulnerable with you. He'll be transparent with you in some ways. And he might be physical with you. But if you think this guy is ready for a relationship because he's heart open right now, because his heart's been ripped open by his last relationship, you're going to be in for a lot of pain and suffering. And I see this happen with the female clients that I work with all the time, is they meet a guy who is relationship material in many ways, right? He's thinking about the other, his heart's open, and they think that it's going to turn into something. So in these types of situations, you might be coming across a guy that checks all the boxes and you can see into his heart that he really is a good guy, but he might not have the capability right now to be able to go to the places that you want to go to consistently and progress in a way that allows you to feel safe. So have your boundaries up, get really clear on what you want, and do not settle for less. And also just know that if a guy is coming out of this and he's not fully healed yet, he's not fully separated, give him some room. Be platonic friends with him. Keep any expectation of him and that turning into something like a relationship off the table. Keep dating, keep your options open, and when he's ready and healed, see if he reaches out at that point.
Leave these separated men alone. Let me cook for a second. Leave these separated men alone. You are fighting a downhill battle. This is a fight that you cannot win. You have to understand, you are not just going up against another woman. You're going up against history. You're going up against chemistry. You're growing up against guilt from a man that probably has children with this woman. You're going up against children. You're going up against his mother. You're going up against her mother. You're going up against their family in totality. You are fighting a losing battle. It doesn't matter how good you sleep with him. It doesn't matter how patient you are. It doesn't matter how much you like him. And another thing that you don't understand is when you deal with a man or a woman that is going through a separation, you are setting the tone and you are basically saying that you are okay with somebody else being in the picture until they figure it out. But what you don't know is you're really setting the tone for saying that you don't mind playing second to somebody else. There's enough people out here for you to get somebody that has no attachments, especially with children and a wife or a girlfriend. Am I lying?
Do you think the idea of dating a divorced man is a better experience?
No, I don't think so. I think the problem with any divorcee is they need to process all of what happened during their first marriage. So you're going to end up in some sort of like rebound relationship of someone who's never really addressed their own underlying issues, and that's not a good experience for anyone.
Do not date a man that's going through a divorce. Don't date a man that's recently divorced. Statistics have shown, let's say a man's been married 5 years, or even a woman, 5 years. Half that time needs to be spent in recovery, so 2.5 years. Even then, most men literally jump from one woman to the next woman. They don't sit in the pain. They don't ask themselves, what did I do to contribute to the demise of the relationship? They broad brush it. Oh, she was crazy. Wanted me to make more money. Different excuses. This is what you need to be aware of. Hopefully by this time you have developed enough that you see the red flags. When you date a man that's going through divorce, he's not even been able to mentally or emotionally detach from her yet. And again, I want to reiterate, or to sit in his pain, to learn the lesson that needs to be learned, because when you pick up a man going through the process, you're picking up his baggage. He's going to be the same man in that marriage with her, with you. You're just excited that somebody wants you and someone to talk to and to share your life with, valid. But you're also picking up the potential pain that woman finally decided to let go of, and more than likely is also dealing with her own pain. Like she wanted him to be a better man for her, a better match, a better companion. So when you jump in, I'll rescue you. I'll walk you through this. My love can nurture you. My advice can change you. No, don't be deluded. You can't. You won't. Just stop now before you enter into a relationship where you're going to really regret having even met the person because of the pain that's going to come. The time lost. Hear me. And if you're in the situation, just take some time to step back and reevaluate. I don't care how with it he seems, what he's saying, how well he's treating you. If any of us, as just people, don't take the time to sit in the pain, to sit in the loneliness, to acknowledge how we contributed to the demise of a relationship, we will repeat it. So just don't do it. Be smart. It's okay. It's okay. And let go fast. As the sooner you can let go, the faster God can bring you the person that's right where they need to be, right in alignment with you, and get on with it.
The reason why this topic is very important is because most men, after divorcing their wife, they don't even find time to heal. They just jump from one relationship to the other. Even in the process of divorcing, they've started having another relationship, which is not supposed to be so. Anyway, guys, let's take some comment and hear what people have to say, because this very topic is a topic that a lot of people can relate to. So guys, let's take the comment. The first person here said, I'm wife number 2 for my ex. I met him while he was going through a divorce. Worst mistake ever. I remember asking him, are you sure? Maybe we can be friends and give you time. He was adamant. 2 kids later, 12 years in, We are divorced and he's now with his mistress, unhealer from first and second marriage, and she think she hit the jackpot. Poor little lad, he will play the long game and then the strip will soon fade in, but she will have to learn just like I did. She will be number 3 and the cycle continues. So guys, let's take the second comment. The second comment here laughed and the person said, my ex and I hadn't even finalized the divorce and he had the affair partner move in within a month, engaged and then married within 8 months. That is wife number 3. So guys, let's take the other comment. So this other comment said, my ex-husband of 15 years had an affair, and even before we finalized our divorce, his mistress was pregnant and living together right away. Wow, I can't imagine the whiplash that woman is going to experience, not even knowing that she is just feeling a void, that's all. So guys, let's take the other comment. So this comment said, most men cannot be alone. They have the other one on the hook before the previous relationship ends. While this other comment said, don't date a divorced man unless he was the petitioner in his divorce. Women don't leave good men. I said what I said. Guys, this topic is so relatable. A lot of comments, a lot in the comment section. So guys, what do you think? Do you agree with these comments? Anyway, guys, let's continue.
Don't date a man that's still married, that's separated, that's almost divorced, or newly divorced. It's just not going to be good for you unless you're looking for something casual. However, this girl asks, he's not dated and he's been single for 18 months. Is that like being newly divorced? And I would say the answer is no. 18 months is plenty of time to heal from a relationship. And some men simply aren't daters. They're just not really dating a lot. And so if they've taken time to heal, lick their wounds, figure out what they're looking for, and they've connected with you, I would absolutely go out with them and learn more about them. Give this guy a chance. And this is important. Any man that's been in a long-term relationship, some men just really like to be in relationships. And so this might be a really good guy for you. I would absolutely give this one a chance. Mwah.
My opinion on dating divorced men or single dads. You have to be careful. Because before I was like, oh no, like I'm glad that he's divorced. I'm glad that means like he had all this time to learn, like basically had a practice, wife, like whatever. You are dating the same guy with the same characteristics. There is a reason why they're not together. And if they had kids together, that woman did not leave the first time. I made a video about this before. That woman did not leave the first, second, third, fourth time. There was something done bad enough to break up the family for a woman to finally give up. And I had so many men in the comments like, no, I fought for my marriage. And here's my thing is that, or like, oh, women are the ones to file divorce. Yeah, they are. Because women stay after they emotionally check out for the longest time because they are trying to make it work. But men will think that if something's not happening in the moment, everything was fine. They're so blindsided. But it's years of trauma. It's years of them doing something over and over and over and over again. And you could have cheated 2 years ago, but she changed. She changed and she's still not okay. I've realized that you're still dating her ex-husband. The only difference between you and her is the timeline. Unless that man has a strong relationship with his therapist and Jesus Christ, watch out.
If you are going through a divorce, or you are dating someone or interested in somebody who's going through a divorce, come here, we need to have a chat. We need to have a chat. Stop it. Stop it. You are not emotionally available if you're currently going through a divorce. I don't care how long your divorce is taking. If it's taking years, it's because it's contentious. Therefore, you probably have a little bit of PTSD about commitment and relationships. So if you want a relationship with somebody who is currently going through a divorce, or you're going through a divorce, you're not emotionally available. You're attached to someone who is different than what you experienced, but that does not mean that they're healthy. And if you are jumping from relationship to relationship, also does not make you emotionally available. So don't come crying to me when you get your heart broken from somebody who's not emotionally available. Do we know what emotionally available is? Do we have a definition of that? Okay, I don't care how good they look. I don't care how well they treat you. They are not available to give their full heart to you. And you need to have enough self-confidence and self-worth to know that you deserve somebody who is fully available and has done the work to look back on why they fucked up the last relationship, because it takes two. As much as you want to blame the other partner that they were all the problem and that they were the reason for the decline, it takes two people to mess up a marriage. Okay? And if they have not done the healing work as to figure out how they contributed to the decline of their marriage, yes, even if they were not the primary aggressor in that, they still chose the person who was the primary aggressor. Therefore, their picker is off. Therefore, they're now picking you. It's not going to end well for you. It's not going to be the fairy tale. That's why second marriages have a 70% divorce rate, because people jump from relationship to relationship. So why would you choose that for yourself? Why? That's what you need to figure out, is why are you drawn to somebody who can't be what you would like out of a relationship, who is showing you by their actions they're not available. They can't give you what you want. They are energetically, emotionally, logistically still tied to somebody else. And you deserve somebody who is free and clear to make their own choices and not bring the past into the relationship with you. So stop it. I have had this conversation with people who are dating people who are actively going through a divorce 5 times this week, and it's Tuesday. That's how frequently this is happening. Now, yes, I am a hypocrite. Why? Because I dated somebody about 6 months after my ex and I had split, and we were still going through a divorce. So I speak from experience. I was not emotionally available. I was desperate for something different and to feel needed and loved and to feel safe. So I don't blame you and I don't judge you. This is not a judgment. And it's not going to be what you want it to be. They are not emotionally available, no matter how much they light you up with pretty words. You are deserving of somebody who is fully free and clear to love you, to have a relationship with you, to build with you. But I would be very discerning. Are they jumping from relationship to relationship? Are you just the Band-Aid for something that's different than what they just spent the last 15, 20 years experiencing with someone? Do you really want somebody who's with you just because you're different than their ex? They may light you up with the most amazing words because you do feel different. It does feel good to their nervous system because it's different, but that does not mean that it's good for the long term. That does not mean that you are compatible. They don't know what the fuck they want because their whole world is being turned upside down right now. Okay? Everything they thought about commitment and relationship, out the window. And they have to redefine that. You know what I did after the guy that I was dating while I was getting divorced? You know what I did? The first thing we did when we broke up? What is love? I said it to somebody for 15 years, and that turned out to be very toxic and abusive. And I kept saying, I love you to this person. And I don't want to define that as love. Then I got into another relationship and I felt like I wanted to say it and I said it and I didn't really mean it because I didn't know what the fuck the definition of love was, because it had been so skewed and so jacked up that I had to go on a journey to figure out what is love to me. Okay? There is healing that takes place after the end of a relationship, and you rob yourself of learning the lessons so that you don't keep recreating those patterns in your life if you don't take the time to process that. So right now, if you are dating while going through divorce or you're dating somebody who is getting divorced, you are a placeholder. Save yourself. Have enough self-confidence to know we need to slow this down. We need to take a break. I need to think about what it is that I really want, because I think this is more attachment than it is love. Sorry to ruin your day. Carry on. I just felt like I had to say it because, gosh, so many of those conversations have happened in the last 48 hours. It's concerning. And hey, my name's Tara, and I'm on a mission to create a self-aware army because I get it. It's lonely in these self-aware streets.
Dating or marrying a divorced man is not the issue here, because everyone deserves a second chance. Like everyone have the right to find love and to be loved. So the issue here is that most men, some men, let me put it like that, that are in divorce process or that's just newly divorced, they just find another woman quickly and they just start up another relationship. Some of them, as you can see in the comment section, from the comment that I read there, some of them, they've not even finalized the divorce process with their previous or their current woman. They are already in another relationship. Some of them have already gotten the new woman pregnant. Like, you just left or you're in the process of leaving your marriage of maybe 10 years or 12 years, or the case may be, and you didn't even find the time to heal, like you are already in another relationship. The reason is that, for me, I think the reason is that most of them they are not the one that filed for divorce. Yes, most of the time it's always the lady that are fed up in the relationship, and the reason why most of the lady are fed up is because of their attitude. It could be because of the cheating, or maybe other reasons. So they are the one that filed for the divorce. That is why they are the one that are hurt. I mean, the ladies, they are the one that are hurt. So the men that did something wrong that made the women to say they are no longer interested in the relationship, they don't even feel or think that they did something wrong. That is why they just move on with that same person that they might have cheated with, or with that same behavior that they had, that they don't even find themselves accountable for it. So they just move on. That is why it's very, very dangerous for you to just date a man that said that he is in the process of divorcing his wife, or he just newly divorced. Because how can you just divorce and you're already in another relationship? Meaning your previous relationship, the fact that the relationship broke up, it did not hurt you. Because if the relationship really hurts you, you are supposed, should I say, be mourning the relationship, or you are supposed to make amends, like self-taught, accountability, just trying to heal from the previous trauma and all of that. Most of them, they don't find time to heal because they do not take accountability for what they did or what made the relationship to break. They do not find time to heal. You see them passing the same pattern, the same behavior to the next person, and you will be at the receiving end. It's a very big mistake. And guys, believe it or not, most women that did that, I mean, most women that dated a newly divorced man, or a man that is in a divorce process, they always regret it. 99% of them regret it, because that man do not even find time to heal. He did not heal. He just jumped from one relationship to the other. Please, guys, do not make that mistake. From experience, guys, you can see in the comment section, a lot of people are there dropping comments. These women, they are victims. They say they experienced it first, and they dated a man that just divorced, or a man that is in the divorce process, and the outcome was not good. So guys, it is good that we always learn from other people life lessons, from other people's mistakes, especially when they are willing to share. Yes, these women, they are willing to share. They are sharing their life experiences through comments, some people doing video talking about it. So if you know that you are dating a man that is newly divorced, or that is in divorce process, you really need to be careful. You need to know what you are doing. So guys, I will hang it here. Please, if you're seeing us for the first time and you like this kind of content, kindly hit on the red subscribe button. Drop your opinion at the comment section. Do you agree or you do not agree? Drop your opinion at the comment section. Every opinion are welcome here. So guys, till I come your way again next time, remember blessed and bye.